So I basically wanted to just kind of talk about leadership and almost like talk about a few things that I talked about last night on the new coach call, which just goes to remind you that new coaches and us, like we're all in phase one together. Phase one of this business is inviting, sharing your story, branching out, learning to do things that like we did as a new coach and all of those things, and just lather, rinse, and repeat, right? That's all this is every single day. And I think as new coaches come in, and even as a new coach, I myself, and I'm sure you guys, some of you are newer coaches, some of you aren't, but you can all relate to the fact that you feel like you aren't maybe equipped, maybe that's not the word, but you aren't equipped enough to be a leader, or you aren't qualified enough to be a true leader. And that's how I felt for a really long time. And all of that was me up here, because the day that you sign up as a coach, you signed up to be a leader. That's what you signed up for. And that all of that is simply helping people do what you do with a program. We are just supporting people. It's nothing profound. Leadership is not a profound, fancy thing that you have to get it to a certain point till you're an actual like leader. And I feel like for a while I felt that way, because I remember I started when I signed up under Jamie, and she was a newer coach. She had only been a coach for about 6 months. So, and she wasn't working with Christina. So it was like me and Jamie, and we would bring people in, and I started hosting my own team calls, because I'm like, well, shoot, this is what I got to do in order to grow, in order to move forward. And I need to start being consistent, and I need to start showing up in the way that I guess I need to, because at that point I didn't really know. And it took me a while. And I've had a lot of growth as a leader this past year, just with confidence and all of that. But I want you guys to think about the fact that you're already leading. I don't care if you're a new coach, if you're a leader, no matter where you are in this business. And if you don't believe that, then you need to figure out how to believe that, because it's as simple as just showing up every single day. And that is leading people. That is helping people believe that they can do this and all of those things. Tamara's getting on. So you guys are like already, you've been exemplifying this every single day for months, for years, some of you, right? And we could go around and we could talk about the growth that each one of you has had. I could say that in the last month, Haley has like completely shown up in her stories, authentically talked, shared all kinds of things, and just got up in people's, in their face if they're watching her story. And it's amazing. And people are drawn to that. Linda is now a diamond. Her and her team are diamond now. And I said to her, do you feel like that helped you? Did that give you a boost of confidence? Because it's no different. Linda's no different today as a diamond as she was the day before she hit diamond, right? She was still a leader, but does that help you to feel like, have that feeling inside more of confidence? And she's like, yeah, it does. I don't know why, because it really shouldn't, but it does. And I could keep going and going about all of you guys and how authentically you're showing up and how you're leveling up, and how as a team we are showing up and working together and doing things that we've never done as a team. And it's all came from growth. It's all came, like, the reason Linda feels that way is because of the growth phase and her hard work that got her to where she is. That's all it is. It's no different in herself. It's just that mindset shift of, okay, it's almost like we give ourselves permission to finally feel that way. Like, I had to give myself permission to even make myself say and talk and have confidence to talk about this business, and that it's a real business, and that because I saw Lindsay doing it, and I saw other coaches like really, truly talking about the business in the most authentic way, but I felt like I couldn't do that. Why? I don't know. That makes no sense. Why? When that's what I wanted, when I wanted this to be my full-time business, why couldn't I share about it in the way that it needed to be shared? So we get in our own heads about the leadership role, and all it is commitment. Your commitment, showing up every single day, that's leadership right there. Whether you believe it or not, it is, because people aren't doing that. People that we're talking to on Facebook aren't doing that. They're not showing up every day, right? That's why we talk about how are you showing up for you. That's why we talk about the most important person to show up for is you, because you bleed into every area of your life. And if you're not showing up for you, then who's going to show up for you, right? And so when you start to believe that you are a leader, and you show up every day and you commit and you're just like leveling up constantly. Because I talked about this on the new coach call yesterday. I said, motivation, honestly, it's routine. You can't we're not just like motivated to do all the things all the time and work out, right? But if we're in a routine of working out and we're in a routine of working our business. I read something today that Julie Voris is a top coach, and she lives in Indianapolis. And someone I follow had shared her quote on Instagram, and it said, someone asked me if I like getting up at 4 a.m. She said, there's nothing has nothing to do with what I like. It has everything to do with my purpose and my vision and my goals. That's why she shows up at 4 a.m. because it's routine, because it's commitment, because she's leveling up even more, because she wouldn't be where she is today if she didn't make that happen. And she didn't make the sacrifice of sleep, which I need to take that quote and I need to freaking run with it. So anyways, there's always things that we need to work on as coaches, but we beat ourselves up because we're like, okay, I'm failing at this, or I'm not leading. It took me a while to get out of my own head that, okay, why can't I get coaches to diamond? Why am I getting them to emerald and then I can't get them past that point, or whatever the case was? I was in my own head about it. The fact of the matter is, a lot of times it's just commitment, upping your commitment level, upping the desire to help your coaches, and learn. Like, I'm still learning and you all are still learning, and we're going to continue to learn together. But in that time, we're going to figure out, okay, I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to try this because this is going to up my leadership, confidence, right? Because all of those things are just going to continue. So it's not motivation. It's your commitment. That's what it is. It's routine. It's consistency every single day. Then you really don't need motivation then, because it should just be routine. So what else was I going to say? So I want you guys to really think about your commitment level and where you are. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just on a scale from 1 to 10, where do you feel like your commitment level is? And when you think about that, be honest with yourself. It's fine. This isn't to beat this is we're doing amazing as a team. We're freaking crushing it. But we always know that we can do better, right? We can always do better with different things. So I want you to think about your commitment level as a coach. And this definitely reflects your commitment level as a fitness, with your own journey, with your fitness, right? This definitely reflects on that. And Jessica says she's at a 10. Yes. Hell yes. And me too. I'm at a 10 right now. Have I had points in my business where I wasn't? Yes. And you know what I think the reason was? Because I've always had the same goal. I've always had the same vision. But I think it was just me, again, getting in my own way, thinking that I was showing up, but this wasn't happening and this wasn't happening, and I'm probably doing this wrong, or whatever the case was. And I just needed to show up and just continue digging and paving the way and being excited, because my vision honestly, and I would like to do a call sometime where we just all connect and talk about our visions together, because it's important. It's important to share it. It's important. A lot of you guys know my story, but, and I know a lot of your stories too, but do I know, like, I don't know every bit of maybe all of your story. And so it's really inspiring though, when we share that as a team together, because you got to get good at talking about your story. You really do, because it's you, and you're selling you. You're selling a lifestyle. You're selling the fact that the people you're talking to can do this too. No matter what their story is, no matter what their history is, no matter how many times they failed, that's your job as a coach, to show up in that way so that you can relate with people and they can understand. So I do feel like I'm at a commitment level 10 right now. I am running off of the momentum that you guys have. That keeps me committed. My goals and my vision now for you, for us and our team, of course it's to up rank. Of course it's to blow it out of the water and continue to like climb, this business together. But it's honestly for you to get to where I am, for you to get to an income goal, because this is a business, and it's okay to say, I want to earn an income with this. This would drastically change my life. This would drastically change my family's life. I used to feel bad about it. Why in the world would I feel bad about it? Because I absolutely love everything about this business and the passion that I have for it. So why in the world would I feel that way? And so I want you to think about that. Like, think about where you can go, because I am helping you, and all of us are in this together, and we are running to some huge freaking goals. And this is the team that's going to do it. And the growth that's happening and all of the things are just powerful and inspiring and amazing. So I want you to think about all of that. And I want you to think about your commitment level. And it's okay if you haven't been super committed. It's okay. It's fine. It's a flip of a mindset switch. You can go from not a leader mindset to a leader mindset. It's that simple. It's nothing that you have to do in order to get there. It's not a post. It's not going emerald. It's not going diamond. It's not going superstar. It's literally commitment, consistency, and all of those things. And flipping that switch to, I'm a leader. Like, I have the ability and the capability to lead people and to help them, fulfill their life with whatever that may be, with whatever they want. So if it's lower than, if it's in the whatever range it is, okay, I want you to think about how you can up that commitment level. What is it? Is it time management? Is it just digging into your vision? Because sometimes it's just a flip of a switch. You know how many times I've heard coaches in this business say, okay, I'm doing this. I'm going all in. I want to make this happen. I want to do this. So it's again, it's a flip of a switch of like, something made you want to show up even more. There's something behind you driving you to show up even more. So think about your commitment level. Think about how you can level up, how you can show up 10 times what you're doing. And that's not to scare you or to think like you need to do more, or to think like you constantly have to be doing more. Because if you feel like where you are in your business, I mean, you can be honest with yourself. Are you where you want to be? Do you know that you can grow more? Do you know you can move forward? Do you have a certain set income goal that you want to make? All of those things, right? That's going to help you determine, okay, yeah, I need to up my game, because you have to do 10 times more than what you're willing to do, than what you're expecting your team to do, or your challengers, because they're going to do a fraction of what you're doing typically. Now, you may find somebody like Jessica just found Twyla, and she's a rock star, and she's running, and she went emerald in a week, and all of those things. And that's exciting, right? And that lights our team on fire. And so, so a couple more things, and then we can just kind of open this up. We're doing amazing. We're freaking doing amazing. Like, I just can't say that enough. It's just so fulfilling, and it fills my heart with all of the things that we're doing together as a team. And it's just going to continue to go up. So I want to first of all, I want to give you guys a call to action post or go live in your stories, one of the two. I just want to throw something out there. This isn't mandatory. This is just to help you grow. This is to help you put some things out there. In the next 24 hours, do this. About confidence, something about confidence, about whatever confidence / leadership means to you, and how you overcame something, right? Because when we overcome things, whether it's our business and in life or in our fitness or whatever, we have growth. And then we gain confidence. And then we show up even more because we see that we can do something hard and that we do it. So I want you to think about, maybe it's a time in your life. Maybe it's just where you currently are right now. Maybe it's how you've leveled up. Maybe it's, talking about the girl. I always like to talk about the girl, for me, like I did a post today about 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I didn't know what I needed. I needed a change, but hell, I didn't know what I needed exactly. And had I not found this business, I probably would be lost. I would probably be on a very different track, in a very different mindset, because I wasn't in a good one, And so I could talk about that for days, and I could share about that on my stories. So whether it's a post or whether it's in your stories, I want you guys to think about what you can share about that. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever it means to you. It's whatever you feel on your heart to share. Because you have the solution. You, in your hands right now, you have the solution to people's biggest fears, to them getting in their own way. You have the solution to most of their problems. Because typically people are what? Stuck in a rut, nothing's working, terrible, negative mindset a lot of times, right? And it's not going to work for them because of X, Y, and Z. And it's not going to happen for them because blah, blah, blah. No, that's where we come in and we share that, yeah, we get it. We get that mindset. We understand it. But we've moved past it, right? Because we're wanting to grow and to move out of that space. So do that post. The other thing I want to do really quick is I want to open this call up, and I want you guys, whoever wants to speak, I'm not going to call on anybody, but I would appreciate some feedback. I want you to share just what's working in your business, what's working in your fitness, something that you feel like, maybe it's just something that you feel like within our team is working. So I would just be open to you guys sharing maybe it's just a simple business tip, like how you fit it in more, how you've leveled up, how you've 10 times what you're doing, how you've shifted a little bit, there's no wrong answer. Whatever you guys want to share, I would like to just hear and open it up to kind of just help each other together. And while you're unmuting yourself, I'm going to have a drink of my margarita. Anyone?
Okay, you guys know I'll talk if nobody else will talk. You guys know I could talk all night, right? Hold on, I'm on the phone. Sorry, that was the longest mom ever. So one thing I've been doing that's really been helping me and my downline stay really engaged is I've been trying to do one-on-one or one-on-two calls. So Twyla and I have been talking a lot one-on-one. And we I just did I love how we're doing these power hours together. And even if we all can't always jump on them, we're having them so often that we're at least, stop please, able to jump on every once in a while. So it's more often than we were. So the one-on-one factor seems to really be working, or the one-on-two, or what we're doing right now. Because I feel like we just help each other stay focused and committed and remember why we're here in the first place. And that's another thing. Last month, I apologize for the background noise. Sorry. Anyway, I let go of because we all have these goals, and whether it's Success Club or signing new coaches or helping your coaches rank advance, whatever those goals are, I had them in my mind, but I let go of like the pressure of it, and I focused on why I started doing this, like to serve other people. So I just told myself, how can you show up to serve other people today? What can you put on social media to the person in the elevator you're talking to, which I know that's not happening a whole lot right now. It is to me because I'm at the hospital, but I'm just saying, like, how can you like be a bright beacon in your life to other people? And then how can you show up to serve other people? And that's just how I approached it. Like, okay, I'm going to serve this person that I'm inviting however I can, and I'm going to let go of everything else. And I had the biggest month ever in my business. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'll mute myself before the children go wild again.
No, I love that. And I think too, like, you just can't help but feel like a gain in confidence when you, like Jessica has like a very solid, amazing organization that she's created. And she has up and coming leaders, you know, coaches who are working, coaches who are showing up, and she's put her work in. And to have her highest paycheck last week is just like, it's so exciting for her and her business. So I'm super proud of you. Anyone else want to share something that, like, a breakthrough, something monumental?
I just wanted to thank Jessica, first of all, because her one-on-ones did work. They did. But I also think that because when my sister sat in on that call yesterday, you know, because you can sell other products and things, and then it's just like, here you go, here's your stuff, sell it. And she's like, wow. She's like, you haven't been even in this for very long. I'm like, I know. And she's like, and they're already like helping me. I'm like, yeah, Jessica sent me like YouTube videos, like told me to look at this training video, look at this training video. I said, she goes, wow, that's a really great support. I was like, yeah, I know. And that's part of what helped her sign up, was because of, she's like, wow, you know, with all the support that everybody shows. So I think that's a big thing.
Yes, I love that so much. And it's so true. It's like, and that's what can be frustrating as a leader, because y'all are leaders, right? And when you sign coaches up, it's like, you can't sometimes get them to show up so that they can see all of this. Like, some coaches won't show up in order to see that there's so much support, there's so much community, and there's so much like that we do together that will literally hold your hand. Like, I would hold each and every one of your hands to help you to sign somebody up, or to get them started, or to hit a certain rank or whatever, because I needed that when I started. We all do, you know, because we wouldn't know what we were doing. And so that's why it's so awesome when you actually hear someone say that, because it's so true, but coaches don't always get to experience it, because you sometimes can't even get them on a call, you know, to actually listen and to hear what they might be missing. Anyone else? Haley, I know you got something for us. I know you do. She's like, damn it.
Oh man, Tabitha.
Because you're crushing it.
You little sucker. Well, I don't know about that, but we're trying. For me, what's working right now,
yes,
is this little guy right here, is the tracker, because not being at work per normal hours, I'm all thrown off. I don't have a routine, and I don't like being at home this much. So following this tracker to a T, I think, is what has even got me out of my comfort zone, because I have to send 5 invites. I have to send 5 invites or I don't get to check it off. And this is the most personal development I've read probably in the 3 years that I've been coaching, consistently reading. And so I think that's what's helping me. And just when we get involved in groups like our April AF group, that's just carrying over into May, because I don't think there's been a day where I haven't talked on my stories. And that's huge for me. I've noticed is when I get in front of people and show them that I'm a real person and that we're real humans and we all go through shit, and we all have things that we struggle with. And so I think it's just huge to go and show them, and then just showing up. I mean, doing the work is something, and I talked on my stories, I was literally freaking scared to do the work, like scared shitless to even try it. And so to tell them that, and then to show them that I'm jumping in and doing it, I've gotten so many people involved with it, and a lot of them are friends like that I went to high school with. So that's been fun because they've all been checking in. And so that just fuels my fire more, because that's why I got started in this business, was to help other women, and for them all to check in and to see like their sweaty selfies and everything. That's what keeps me wanting more and keeps my fire lit.
Yes. I love it. And I think it's cool to set a goal for like every single day to just like talk on your stories about something. Like maybe it's an objection that you get in your messages. Maybe it's an objection of like time or money, or I know money is a hard one to sometimes just address, but like you can think about all the objections that you hear, or things that people say, or their excuses, right? And we had excuses too before we started this, and they creep in sometimes, right? Until we get to that path of like, no, like I can do this. And I was the same way with starting the work. I was like, I don't think that program's for me. That looks intense. Amwala. Is it Amwala? Is that right or no? I can never pronounce his name. Amwala. Okay, Amwala. Like, I'll follow you and do what you do, okay? For the next 6 weeks. But it's empowering to do something that you were scared to do. Like you just were, like, it was out of my comfort zone. I thought, oh my gosh, this program's going to kill me. There's no way, so I still get in my own head. But then when you go past that, and have other people like Haley and Miranda and other people on our team doing it, and they're like, dude, you can do this. Like, you can do this, And something else I wanted to share, because I thought of this earlier, and a lot of you didn't hear this, and I just thought it was really good. When we were on our new coach call, like last month, I think, Haley was on that call, and she said, and she would share this, but I'll just tell you what she said. She said that her advice to new coaches, and I thought this would be good to pass on to our other new coaches for you guys when you sign coaches, is her advice was to like go ahead and start getting out of your own way. Like start now, moving past the barriers that you have, because that's going to help you get that much farther. She's like, I wish I would have, done X, Y, and Z maybe sooner, because she's gotten out of her own way a lot lately. And I just thought that was really good advice for new coaches, because we sometimes wait for the perfect time or the perfect whatever, or we need to sell a challenge pack before we feel really fulfilled. And it's not the case, because a lot of the impact that you're going to have on people is going to come from no sales at all. It's going to come from just you being you and sharing you and whatever. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
So
yes, Leah.
I've only got one customer, right? And honestly, like, I didn't expect that she was going to sign up. But for me, the last couple of weeks has really been about just getting comfortable being present on social media. And even though like I haven't worked my business as hard as maybe I could have, I've been just kind of taking my time to like get confident on social media, posting about it. I haven't been focusing on invites, but focusing on just being there. And that's really helped my mindset a lot. Like, I mean, I know we were discussing like what's helping your business, but my mindset, like just getting comfortable, like being on Instagram, posting stories, posting posts, and not worrying so much about like having the perfect wording, because at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. And getting to where like I can just post something, like I have a picture, I can just post it.
Yes.
And just getting myself to where like I can do that. So then when we go into our power hours, which can I just say power hours? Perfect. I love power hours. Do a power hour every day and I will grow my business. But then when I go on to the power hours and you say like post about this, like I'm already comfortable doing that because I've been working on that. You say post this on your story. I can do that because I'm comfortable getting on there and talking. So just like immersing yourself in being present on social media, I feel like is really important, and not focusing so much on like, okay, on this post, I'm going to just blow up about this thing. Just get comfortable posting in general.
Yes.
So.
No, I love that. And you're so right. Your mindset, because honestly, your business is your mindset. Like your mindset is your business, because you can't move forward, right? If your mindset isn't there, and it's almost just like you are showing up every day and you're making, like, that's a win. And I always tell coaches that, I'm like, don't, like, yeah, okay, maybe invites aren't there right now, but guess what? You're showing up and you're posting. So then when you dig in and you start consistently doing invites, guess what? It's not weird because people have already seen you show up. They've already seen you be there and be present. So, you know, everybody's goals and everybody's power hour doesn't always look the same. But yeah, the power hours we've been doing since quarantine has started has been really beneficial. And I think Leah probably, what's probably really helped you too is that when we started doing those power hours kind of consistently, we would give a task of like, do a post, and here's what the post can be, and here's an idea. And you didn't have to do that, but it's just an idea to run with, and that gets you out of your zone. And sometimes people just need direction. Like, sometimes people just need, like, tell me what to do because I don't quite know. And maybe your brain is like mine sometimes, where it's like, it's all over. So I need just one thing that I need to do, and I need help, you know, doing it. And so that's helpful, because like there was times where Lindsay would be like, on the power hour, she's like, post a transformation. And I'm like, yeah, I would have never posted a transformation today if you didn't tell me to do it, but you told me to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I need to do it. So it's just a lot of growth together, and it is a lot of mindset, and it's powerful and it's huge. So I'm so proud of you for, like you said, you're like, you shared that you were like, okay, but normally I would have, you know, fallen off completely, but I'm still doing my workouts and doing the best that I can and showing up. And that's huge. And that's a win. And you should count every win like that for sure. Anybody else want to say anything? Linda keeps popping on and off. I think her internet's kind of messing up. I don't want to get off. I want to wait. If we're going to do a boom.
I'll say one more thing.
Yes, say it.
It's like our call last week. What was her name? Kristen?
Yeah. Yes.
I forgot.
Yes. Kronzer.
Christy or Kristen?
Christy.
Who was it?
Christy.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. There we go. It's like she said last week, which I think has really helped me, especially since we started doing the tracker, is she said to get over your shit. Just get over it. And I think, and I would tell anybody that the sooner you can do that, the better off you're going to be. The sooner you can get over your shit, get over your fears, get over what people are going to think about you, because that's not why you signed up for this business in the first place. You didn't sign up to listen to what everybody else has to say. You signed up to better yourself and to be more confident and to be more proud of who you are and to start a journey. That's why you signed up. So the quicker you can get over your shit, the better it's going to be. And for me, that's been huge. And I think that even helped with me starting the work. Is I was like, okay, I know I can do this. I played sports all throughout high school and college. Like, I know I can do it. So I'm going to get over my shit and I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I think that that'll really help grow anybody's business. The quicker you can get over that and just step outside of comfort zone, which I know is not easy. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. 3 years this month. Actually, 3 years today.
Oh.
3 years today. Today's my coach anniversary.
There's a post. There's a post.
So oh yeah, there we go. I'll do that when I get off.
Okay.
But I think, which it doesn't matter, but I do think that I could have involved more people, or maybe even have more of a team now if I would have gotten over that stuff sooner. But then I also don't think I would be the coach I am without having to learn how to do that. So I'm not saying you have to get over your shit tomorrow, but you need to take the steps in order to get there.
I love it. Yes. Yes. Mic drop. No, I love it because you're right. Like we all are going through stuff that's going to help us grow, right? And nobody's coach journey looks the same. Like I've seen so many coaches that started their business like 2 or 3 years after I started, and I felt like I was like plugged in, like I was paving the way, and like they're farther than me, you know? And it doesn't matter. It's not a competition. It's not a comparison. But the point is that we're all just like, we're exactly where we should be with this journey, because that's the growth that we're going to have, you know, from the stuff that we're going through. We're supposed to go through it. Okay. So Linda is coming back. I was like, come back because I want to do a boomerang. She's like, my internet keeps kicking me off, but I'll try. Poor thing.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, please.
So I have dealt with a lot of anxiety since I was really little. I've dealt with a lot of depression. So I started counseling. And this last week, I was talking to my counselor and she goes like, how are you doing? And I'm like, actually, I'm doing really good. And she goes, good. Like, but why? And I was like, well, because I've been plugged into this community. And I was just telling her about like this and all of that. She goes, well, I'm glad I have an army. She's like, and I just loved like that thought, like, okay, so she's kind of guiding me down this path, right? But you guys are like the army, just the company, these team calls, the workouts, just all of it together for each other, all of us connecting together, spurring each other on to just be better versions of ourselves, to get over our shit, to move forward and not just stay where we are. And so I loved that. Like,
I do love that so much. And think about the growth that you've already had, Leah. Like, think about the growth you've already had since signing up, and the fact that, you know, you're going to continue to grow because what you focus on grows, and you're going to continue the focus on you. But think about how many people you can help just with what you've already went through. Like, for one, your story from before you even started this, and I don't know all of it, but I know some of it, and it's really powerful and it's inspiring, and you have a ton to share just in that in itself. And then to come through and to stay on top, you know, or to do your best to stay on top. And I don't know, you just have a lot to share right now too, and to help a lot of people, and it's gonna just keep going. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Poor Linda, she just can't stay on here. Okay, as soon as she jumps on, I'm going to tell her to show her face. Oh, let's see if she'll show her face. Turn around, Tamra. I need you in here. Linda, show me your face. There you are, maybe. Oh, there you are. Okay. Start to boomerang. Start to boomerang. Okay, wait for Linda because she's lagging. Start to boomerang. Ready? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you guys so much. Does anyone else have anything? Thursday night, just a reminder, Thursday night is Lindsay's Glow Up Call, which is for all of you coaches who want to go Emerald. And I would recommend, Twyla, that you get on that call Thursday night if you can, just because even though you're going to be Emerald on Thursday on Rank Advancement Day, I think it will still help you. You don't have to, but I'm just sharing that with you in case you'd want to like learn. Lindsay's really good to learn from and to just kind of have a different perspective. She's amazing. So that's Thursday night. And then we're having a new coach check-in call on Saturday morning. I'll post about that. We just decided it today. So any coaches who just kind of want to do a check-in, you don't have to be brand new. I'm going to try to get most of our newer coaches on that call on Saturday morning. It's going to be at 9 a.m. And then maybe we can even do a little power hour-ish, like for 30 minutes after that call, okay? Maybe we'll do a check-in, and then we'll just do a 30-minute kind of work sesh.
Okay, perfect. I want to say something really quick. Yes, Twyla, you're going to be blown away by Lindsay. She's awesome. You're going to love her. I'm going to post a call that I sent Twyla. It's it's actually one of it's Lindsay Gray's presentation from Coach Camp a couple years ago that I tried to compress into like a 45-minute presentation. So it's called The Art of Conversation. It's going to help kind of lead you through the funnel of talking to people and really focusing on how to meet their needs the best and just talk to them through their what's it called, like their
consultation, like
thank you, their consult, that's the word I was looking for, consultation. So I will post that in the team page just because Twyla mentioned that it was helpful for her to take notes and stuff from. So I will do that tonight after I get off here.
Okay, really quickly. So I'm wondering, I know this, I shouldn't be asking this now. It's a little late in the game to be asking this, but do you think that like it's possible to upload like that call per se to like the files so that you can find it easier? Because it seems like in Lindsay's team page, they upload those calls to the files section. I should just ask her. But like, you know, we have some really good calls that we've had within our team that are focused on volume and income, that might be focused on Emerald. Like I've done 1 million Emerald calls and new coach calls. So I don't know. We need to start doing that because we, you know, just a place to give new coaches like a place to go.
Yes, I will upload it to the files. So.
Okay. Thank you so much. That'll be helpful for coaches. Okay, well, thank you all. I hope you have a good night and a good rest of your week, and we'll chat soon. Bye.
Bye.